Esteemed scholars, welcome back. It's nice to be with you again, and I know that you thoroughly grasped the introductory part of the topic indices. We are very appreciative of the fact that you are with us. Thank you for continuously liking the videos. Thank you for sharing or reposting them. Thank you for your subscription. Ultimately, we enjoy you to let your friends know how much the videos are helpful to you. Let's continue with the laws of indices. Don't forget that in the last video we looked at the first three laws: the product law, the quotient law, and the zero index law. We move now to the fourth law. The fourth law is the negative index law. Negative index law. Look at what this law is saying. This law is saying a raised to power minus n is equal to the reciprocal or the multiplicative inverse of a raised to power n. So it means that literally this negativity in the index translates to this reciprocal 1 over. In other words, b raised to power minus q, for example, will give us 1 over b raised to power q. The negativity in the index of a mathematical term or character always translates to reciprocal. That is what the negative index law, law number 4, is saying. Then we take law number 5. This law number 5 is the multiple index law. Multiple index law. What is this law saying? This law is saying if a raised to power n is raised to power n. Now look at it. A raised to power n is raised to power n. So there are two powers, m and n. A is raised to power n, then the a raised to power n is raised to power n. How do you work on something like this? The law says this will be equal to a raised to power n times n. You simply multiply the two powers, and of course you agree with me that when you multiply m and n, what you will get is mn. So m times n is a long way of writing mn. Let's further expand it. That is, if I have a raised to power m raised to power n raised to power q, this will give me a raised to power m times n times q, and my answer will be a raised to power m n q. This is the multiple index law. When you have more than one index, when you have two or more powers or indices, the final answer involves multiplying the powers. We are going to here move to law number 6. We are getting very close to the 7th law. Law number 6. This law number 6 is the fractional index law. Fractional index law. Look at what the law is saying. The law says if you have a raised to power m over n, the index is fractional. The index is a fraction. How do you work with it? There are two ways you can work with it, and I want you to look at it very well. The reason is m over n has two interpretations. When you see m over n, it is either you write it as n times 1 over n, or you write it as 1 over n times m. So these two interpretations that m over n have is what will inform how a raised to power m over n is analyzed, and we are going to use both. Now don't forget, in the first one, this becomes a raised to power m times 1 over n, or in the second one, a raised to power 1 over n times m. This will give us, now from the multiple index law in law number 5, we can interpret both to mean a raised to power m raised to power 1 over n, or a raised to power 1 over n raised to power m. Please take note, 1 over n, or reciprocal of n, or multiplicative inverse of n, when you have it as a power, is simply interpreted as root. It's interpreted as root. Therefore, it means that we could further simplify this to be the nth root. The index 1 over n becomes nth root of a raised to power n. What are you doing here? Simplify a raised to power n first, thereafter find the nth root. Or here, we'll look for the nth root of a first. So it's saying nth root of a every t raised to power n. So here, find the nth root of a, then follow it closely with raising it to power n. Whichever one you choose to do, both will always give you the same answer. Simplify a raised to power n first, then find the nth root, or find the nth root of a before raising it to power n. That is the fractional index law. Let's now take the seventh and the final law of indices. That one is a combination of law number 4 and law number 6, and that one is the negative fractional index law. Negative fractional index law. It looks like this. They are saying a raised to power minus m over n. What is the first thing that you have to do? Take care of the negativity in the index. That will give us reciprocal of a raised to power m over n. Of course, a raised to power m over n will now be dealt with using law number 6. These are therefore the 7 laws of indices. Don't forget, we have the product law, we have the quotient law, the zero index law, the negative index law, multiple index law, fractional index law, and finally negative fractional index law. With these 7 laws already known, what we now follow is their applications to solving real life problems. That will certainly come in the next video. Thank you for finding time to view this video. Don't forget to like it. Don't forget to repost or share it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We are open to positive comments. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.
diamonds that judge. I took all the ugly end.